Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this series we're going to be going over the elements of astrology: fire, air, earth, water. And in this episode we're going to be focusing on the fire element, okay, the fire signs of astrology. Now, before we get into that, I definitely have to remind you, if you're interested in booking a reading with me and you like my videos, you certainly can. I do birth natal astral chart readings as well as tarot. All you have to do is email me at samastroreadings@gmail.com. That's samastroreadings@gmail.com, and I'll certainly get forward with you. All right? So getting back into this video, okay, we're going to be talking about the fire signs, okay, the fire signs of astrology: Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, okay, very spicy, very hot. And before we even get into that, first we need to understand the fire element, okay, the fire element. What is fire? First of all, with fire, one of the first things I think about is friction, okay, friction. And what is friction? Okay, friction. All right, what does that create? Tension, heat. Okay, fire signs have a lot of intensity. Okay, they're hot. Okay, they are fiery. There's a lot of anger, a lot of passion, a lot of aggression. Okay, this is the intensity of fire. Okay, so anytime you're talking about a fire sign, you're talking about someone with a lot of energy. You're talking about someone with a lot of fight in them. Okay, they're not afraid of tension. It's all about friction. Fire is created through friction. Okay, the heat, the friction. So this is fire signs, fire energy. It's all about the intensity, the friction, the tension. This is why we have energy. This is adrenaline. This is movement. Also with fire, fire burns into anything it gets into contact to, okay? Very intense. That burning is, again, a representation of the power, the dominance of fire signs. Fire signs are powerful. They're dominant. This is why you think of fire. It burns everything it comes across. It touches. It's that energy. So fire signs are fiery. You know, these people are dominant. These people are powerful. Powerful energy, dominant energy. Energy that could be of leadership. Energy that could be of inspiration. Okay. Energy that is truly powerful and that competes with other people. Again, the friction, the tension, that's the competition, that's the fight, and the burning, that's the power, that's the dominance. So a lot of times, I'm telling you, when you're talking about fire signs and fire energy, you're talking about power. You're talking about dominant people. You're talking about dominant energy. You're talking about competitive energy. Okay, you're talking about energy that embraces the fight, the competition, and that's how you get to be number one, get to be on the top. Okay, that's that fire energy. So a lot of times with fire energy, you're talking about competition, you're talking about dominance, you're talking about power, you're talking about aggression. So with fire energy, it's also the light. Okay, fire creates light. Okay, it really does. And this is, again, the energy of fire signs. They stand out, they shine, their energy shines. Fire is not just friction and intensity, okay, but it's also light and inspiration. So you light things up, you bring vision and inspiration, okay, very much fire. Okay, so fire signs stand out. They stand out. You see their light, and they shine a light from within. That's the spirit. Okay, that fire is the spirit. You know how sometimes people, you know, you might not be dressed up in a great outfit, but your energy catches a lot of attention. That is your light. That is your spirit. That is your energy radiating. That is fire energy. Okay, so fire signs and fire element deals with that radiance, deals with that light, deals with that vision, that inspiration. With fire is movement. Okay, you don't get fire, again, that friction, you don't get it without movement. The friction energy. The more friction, the more movement, the more powerful the fire becomes. In fact, fire needs that friction and movement in order for it to keep alive. So when it comes to fire signs, they're very energetic. This is an energy expression. This is movement. These are movers. These are expressors. These are people who are in action. Okay, these are people who are in action. who have to move. Okay, so very energetic, okay, when you talk about fire signs. And also what we know about fire is it can burn a lot down, but it also burns out as well too. Okay, so we know that with fire, yes, it can burn, it can destroy, but it will also burn out. Okay, it takes a lot of energy to keep that fire lasting and lasting and lasting. It eventually burns out with fire. And that is the energy. Sometimes, a lot of times with fire signs, they move so much, they do so much, they burn out. Okay, it's that energy exhaustion. It's the overbearing energy. Okay, it's even like the energy that's too much on other people. So fire signs can be very extra, and they could be victims of accidents and burnout and just doing too much. So you know how destructive fire can be. So fire also deals with anger. Okay, anger, adrenaline, fight, aggression. All right. And, you know, and that goes alongside with burnout, because when people fight, they burn themselves out. You know, you using up all your energy just trying to destroy someone as someone's trying to destroy you. I mean, you burn out. So, again, with fire energy, there's a huge sense of a lot of power, a lot of motivation, a lot of initiation, but it could be like a sprint. You know, it's powerful, but it burns out fast too. So definitely be aware of that when you talk about the fire element, okay? The understanding of the fire element, okay? Fire energy. Let's get into the zodiac signs and how they further explain the element of fire, okay? Starting with Aries, the first sign. We're always going to start with Aries because Aries is the fire that is the spark. Okay, it's the initiation, okay? Aries represents the fire element in the form of starting, the gas, the initiation, the go, the existence of fire, okay? When you are rubbing wood together and it sparks, that is Aries. The sparking, the initiation of the fire, this fire coming into life is Aries energy. Aries represents that. That's why Aries is the go-getter, the person who's always action, the person who always wants to be first, okay, the person who's incredibly independent, okay. Aries rules the first house. The first house deals with our existence, how we come into this world, how we look like physically, how we manifest physically. So Aries represents initiation fire, and this is how we bring things into existence. This is also energy. This is movement. This is go. Aries are ready to go. They're ready to go. They're all about being alive because they are the fire that initiates. They are the spark. They are the gas. They are what get everything going. So Aries energy is primary fire energy because it is the initiation of fire. It is fire coming into existence. And not only is it fire coming to existence, but it represents existence in general, because that's how we come alive, through energy. Okay, the spark. It's power. It's energy. And this is Aries. This is why Aries are so powerful. They're on the ready to go. They're fast. They're quick. Okay. They're action orientated. They want to do it. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to feel about it. They don't even want to plan. They just want to go, 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 go. Okay? That is Aries energy. Okay? Aries is also very athletic. It deals with movement. It deals with action. So these people are the epitome of energy, of go. And this is fire energy. This is the beginning of fire energy. This is the basis of fire energy, which is Aries, the spark, the start, the initiator. And then you have Leo, okay? This is the second fire sign. So now we're moving into still fire, okay? Leo is a fixed sign, so this is fixed fire. This is fire that stands still. So this is gonna look like the campfire, the light, the sun, okay? The sun. Because this is still fire. This is fire staying in its place. And what happens when fire is fixed and in its place It is the light. It's the light. Okay? We all revolve around the campfires. Think about the campfires when they put on the fire. They needed it for warmth. They needed it for food, to cook food. They needed it for heat. Okay, so that they can dance around because of the warmth. It makes your body feel more comfortable because you're warm, so you can move more. Leo is the still fire. It is the campfire. It is the energy of entertainment, of the light. When I think of Leo energy, I also think of like Leo as in still fire. I think of entertainment in the source of the TV. The TV operates very much in the same energy as the sun, as Leo, as an entertainer, as the campfire. It's the same way we get around the campfire for all that warmth so we can feel good, so we can dance around. It's the same way we get around the TV. We're all revolved around it. Now, TV is a little bit outdated because we don't watch TV like that anymore, but you get what I'm saying. Back when it was the thing. Now, Leo is the light. This is why Leo represents entertainment. Okay, entertainment, okay, you know, we are fixated on the light. Okay, everything around us is dark, but this light is shining, this fire is shining, and we're fixated on it like moths around the light. A moth to a flame. Think about how that flame entertains the moth. The light is what entertains us. Without light, we have no vision. So we can't be creative. We can't take our ideas and put them in because we have no light. Think of the world with no sun, no light, no vision, no creativity. So fire is not only just in the Aries part of initiating and starting and going and being in action, but when you put it into still, it is also the energy of light, of creation, of vision, of entertainment, of inspiration. This is why Leos get so much attention, because they represent that still fire, that campfire that you revolve around because it's cold everywhere and you need warmth. And that fire is entertaining you because now you get to cook food. Now you get to dance around because you're warm. Okay. And now you get to see because there's light. So that again is providing a lot of inspiration, a lot of creativity, a lot of entertainment, a lot of warmth. So this is fire energy. This is that Leo energy. Okay. And this is why Leos are the center of attention, because they bring about so much warmth, so much entertainment, so much energy. Okay, this is how we feel good. You know, you get a group around of people and that Leo is entertaining everyone and making everyone laugh. That is that warmth, that energy that we need. This is still fire. Okay, but don't mess with it. It's still fire. So, you know, you could play around, but don't play too much around the fire because you can get burned. You know, Leos, they're still fire signs. So as nice, as generous as they are, they still have a very strong sense of ego. They still like their respect because it's that fire energy. Okay, so again, the element of fire, you're always going to be dealing with that sense of power, that dominance, that power, whether it's Aries and it's that energy of the will, of being able to move and be able to exist and be able to be in action. Okay, that energetic energy, or Leo, which is inspiring, bold, inspiration, and the light. Okay, Leo energy, that fire energy, that still fire represents your spirit. Okay. And then we move on to Sagittarius, okay? Now this is the third final form of fire energy. And this is expansion, expanding fire. Fire that travels, that expands. Okay, so Sagittarius, first we start off with the initiation. Aries is the initiation. This is the spark. This is energy coming into existence. Okay, this is the basis of energy, which is existence. And then you have Leo, which is that still fire. Okay, once you become existence, you're now here. And this here is your presence. It's your spirit, the Leo energy, your light. And then this energy can travel. Now you got mutable fire. This energy can travel and expand. Now this is Sagittarius we're talking about. So Sagittarius is the expansion of your fire and how it travels. Okay, so this fire is mutable, it's flexible, it grows, it changes, it expands. All right, so Sagittarius energy is like an explosion. Okay, you see how a fire starts, and then you see how the fire gradually gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more friction, the more contact it makes with other. The more friction it gets, the bigger and more it rises, the more it expands. You see fire expands, and it can expand very quickly. Okay, this is Sagittarius. Sagittarius represents the expansion of your fire. Okay, so we started off with the spark, the still, now the expansion. And this is how fire is represented in a mutable way, in a flexible way. Okay, this is fire traveling, taking on different forms because it's going against different types of objects, different frictions, and it's growing even more and more and more. This is that fire energy. So fire energy is explosive. It's not just it doesn't just get things going. It doesn't just provide light and inspiration. It is explosive. Okay, fire can explode. It can expand. This is why Sagittarius represents travel and expansions and big idea and big movements and exaggeration and long distance traveling. It's expansion. Okay, so fire expands, it exaggerates, it explodes. So there's so much energy and adrenaline that comes with fire. Okay, it can shock you with the spark. It can entertain you with the fire, with the camp, with the stillness, with the light. But it also can expand. Okay, and this expansion is, again, the energy of fire signs. Like, fire signs are explosive. They have a lot of adrenaline. They love to be surprised. They love to shock. They love to just be big. And Sagittarius is big energy. Okay. Now, after fire does expand, again, like I said, it does burn out. Okay, so, as a human, you could be extra and use up all your energy, but it will burn you out. Eventually, the fire burns out. However, this is how we understand the fire element, okay, and the fire signs. The fire signs, the fire element, the fire signs represents the energy of existence, the energy of motivation, okay? It represents energy in general. We couldn't exist without fire. Fire is how we initiate our existence because it takes that type of power. So our energy, our movement, the way we're able to operate is all based off of a fire. Fire is the energy. It represents action, movement. Okay, and this is the Aries, and then it represents our light, our spirit, our vision. Okay, Leo, and then it expands, it explodes. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, so there's no limitations with fire. Fire is fiery, it's tense. Okay, anytime you got fire in your chart, you can have a lot of intensity, a lot of energy, a lot of motivation. Okay, and there's also a lot of competition. Fire does not play. It burns anything comes across you. You ever touch fire, you know how it burns. So these people are powerful. These people are dominant. Fire makes you dominant, makes you powerful. It makes you respect yourself. It makes you stand up for yourself. Okay? It's competition. It's aggression. It's fight. It's will. Okay? Fire is excitement. Okay? Fire is energy. And that's just how I explain fire signs all the time. Anytime you deal with fire sign, you're dealing with people who are energetic. Okay, people who have that light, people who have that spirit, people who are ready to be on the go. People who want to be inspired or inspirational. People who lead by example. Because again, they're able to put in their words, their ideas, their emotions, their plans into action. Action is fire. And Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius have it. And again, with that still fire, Leo, this is showing how inspirational and how visual and how inspiring the fire is. It keeps us warm and entertains us. It's really on our side. Okay? So have that self-will, have that determination, have that fight, have that power. That is the fire signs. That's the fire element. And that's why anytime someone has a lot of fire in their chart, they are very self-willed. They're very motivating. They're very inspiring. They're very powerful. Okay, because they got that fire energy. So don't be afraid of your fire. Okay, wherever fire is in your chart, that represents where your fight is, where your will is, where your energy is, where your motivation is, where your I don't give a is. So yes, this is the fire element. This is the fire sign. This is the energy of existence, of movement, of inspiration and expansion. And we really wouldn't have an exciting, warm, or even inspiration. We wouldn't have any light without fire. Okay, so yes, that is the fire signs. That's what they represent, the fire element. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay, and if you did, you certainly can book a reading with me. I astrological natal chart readings, birth natal chart readings, as well as tarot. All you have to do is email me at samastroreadings@gmail.com. That's samastroreadings@gmail.com, and I'll certainly get back with you. And thanks guys for watching. I'll check you guys out on the next video. Love you guys.